You're listening to the Business Essentials Daily Summer Series, the best episodes of 2021. Today's episode is brought to you by Mazars. SoundCartel. How does 1 + 1 = 3? How does 1 + 1 equal $855 million? Well, when it comes to online sales, the answer is obvious. From SoundCartel, I'm Nicole Goodman, and this is Business Essentials Daily. Brothers Gabby and Hezi Leibovich spent roughly 10 years building Catch of the Day, now catch.com.au, and other online companies from scratch. By 2018, they had sold the lot for $1 billion. They're now sharing their wisdom in a book that's already raced to number 1 on the bestseller list, Catch of the Decade: How to Launch, Build and Sell a Digital Business. In it are more than 200 lessons for budding entrepreneurs. One of those includes a principle they call 1 + 1 = 3. It means the whole sum is bigger than the parts. Gabby Leibovich explains to Chris Ashmore with an example.
In 2015, we were the owners of the second largest food delivery business in the market called Eat Now. At the same time, the larger player in the market was a company called Menulog that everyone knows. We were fighting Menulog for market share. But in February 2015, we decided to merge with Menulog and form one company. And that's the concept of 1 + 1 = 3. You take two small pieces and you create a larger piece. And what happened once we merged with them? We no longer have to fight for restaurants. We no longer have to fight for margins. We no longer have to fight for employees. And suddenly we've become one company that suddenly owned 95% of the food delivery in the market. And to explain how big that 3 was, we ended up selling that business about 5 months after the merge for an English company called Just Eat for the absolutely crazy price of $855 million. That transaction would never have happened had we kept on fighting. Because when an investor wants to invest in a company, they want to make sure that, they want to see the landscape of competition. And number 1 will not be valued as much if there is a strong number 2 and vice versa. But together, 1 + 1 equaled $855 million here. And by the way, we did the same thing in late 2017 when we merged our Scoopon business with the Luxury Escape Group. Pretty much same principle and same outcome. That business is still owned by us. And it will become bigger and stronger as we exit Corona and more people will continue on restart their traveling.
They're incredible lessons. You were expecting not 850 million, were you?
We really didn't know what to expect, but that transaction was led by Goldman Sachs. And if I'm not mistaken, we gave them the go-ahead to negotiate and create an exit above 200 million. So anything above 200 million. So you can imagine our surprise when they presented us with that very large check.
Very happy payday.
Yeah.
Now, in 2017, 2018, you were ready to list on the Australian Stock Exchange, but it didn't happen. Any regrets?
There were no regrets at the time of the sale. We were very happy to exit. We were very happy with the price, and we were very happy that Wesfarmers, Australia's largest retailer, the owners of Bunnings, Kmart, Target and Officeworks, is acquiring Catch. It's definitely a pinch me moment. What happened next is something that possibly happens once in 100 years, and Corona came. And I am a very honest person, Chris, and I don't bullshit. And Catch today is valued at 10 times more than what we sold it for, just over a year later. Yes, there are regrets. I wish we kept it for another year, Chris, and it would be valued at so much more. I'm still very happy. I've got more than I need, and the same goes with my brother. But yes, I've been describing the whole period of Corona as I feel like a retired soccer player watching the best soccer match from the sidelines. And being involved in e-commerce during 2020 would have been a real blast to anyone in that space. And I've got a lot of friends in the industry and a lot of friends at Catch, of course. But myself and my brother are now sitting on the sidelines, watching from afar and, selling the stories of our books.
Well, on that, what are you looking forward to doing now?
I can't sit at home and do nothing. And having the reputation that we have in the market, we are having a lot of investment opportunities, and we are considering a lot of ideas to launch something interesting in the digital space. Yeah, again, there's a lot of opportunities and problems that need solving. I think that we love solving problems. We love being Davids in the world of Goliaths, starting something from scratch and giving it to the big boys. And watch this space. Some things are coming.
Will do. Very last question, Gabby. If you could sum it all up, maybe you can, maybe you can't. What's the number one ingredient, do you think, in building a successful business?
I really think it's people. It's surrounding yourself with smarter people than yourself and working together. Of course, it requires a lot of hard work, and nothing comes without hard work. But if I have to pick one thing, then it is the people. That's the difference between success and failure. Because at the end of the day, lots and lots of founders have ideas, and lots of founders have similar ideas. But it comes down to those 1,000 decisions that you need to make every single day that really differentiates you from the less successful players out there. So it's really about the execution, which, again, people, and people.
That was Catch Group co-founder and author of Catch of the Decade, Gabby Leibovich. This episode of Business Essentials Daily is produced by the team at SoundCartel. Thanks for listening. I'm Nicole Goodman. We'll bring you more Be Daily tomorrow. Follow at BE Daily Podcast across social media and head to bedaily.com.au for more from the Business Essentials Daily podcast. SoundCartel. This episode was brought to you by Mazars. To find out more, visit mazars.com.au. That's mazars.com.au.